People get into relationships for different reasons. Not everybody enters into a relationship thinking to themselves, I want to take this to the deepest, most connected, most intimate, amazing place it can go. There are a lot of different kinds of relationships beyond that. And there's no problem with any of them. The problem arises when there is a conflict. And so we're going to talk about that in today's video. I'm Stacy Rocklein, and I help people create exceptional relationships through really excellent communication. And communicating is what the most important thing is when it comes to the why, right? Just like we should have a why for every endeavor in life, our relationship needs to have a why too. Why are we staying together? Why are we building together? Why are we creating something? And if it's a marriage, I've sat across from a client where they're trying to decide, do I stay with this person just because of our kids? Do I stay with this person because of the family and the life that we've built together? And I am not here to judge anybody. There's no right answer to that question. There's only your answer. And if you get into a relationship or you decide to stay in a relationship for the family, for example, all you have to do is make sure that this is the why everybody has. It's like friendships too. You know how you have a friend and you just want to have fun, right? They're super fun to hang out with. You want to go out with them. You want to do stuff with them. You want to have adventures with them. But what they want is a deep friendship. They want that confidant that they can talk about anything with. They want to connect with you on a deep level. And for you, this relationship is not the one you want to do that with. This creates a disconnect and this creates a problem just because you got different whys. So it's important that you know internally what your why is, because the first place where you're going to run into a conflict is within yourself. This is how it happens with my clients. Someone tells me, okay, well, relationship's not going awesome, but I'm going to stay in this relationship for the family that we've built, for the life we've built, for the kids that we're raising, whatever. Great. If you're staying in a relationship for the family and for the kids, then you pour all of your love and attention into building that thing, right? If you're staying in a relationship because, let's be honest, sometimes it's financially stable and venturing out on your own seems crazy and hard. If you're staying for financial stability, pour everything into creating a financially stable relationship, or thinking about how you can have more financial stability just on your own as you're in this relationship. Know what your why is, because when you think you're staying for the family, you think you're building for the family, and then there's a part of you that keeps looking at the relationship with this other why in mind going, God, we're not intimate enough. We don't do enough things together. And it's focused on a different why, then you're going to have a conflict within yourself, because you're saying one why, but you're feeling something else. You're wanting more. You're wanting more from this relationship, even though you're reporting this other why. So you have to be really clear with yourself, first of all. Why are you in this? And like I said, there's no judgment. I have met very, very happy families where two people got together, thought, this relationship is fine. We totally want to build a family together, and have built an amazing family together. And that's the strength of the relationship. That's their jam. It isn't necessarily that they're building this deep partnership together. We have this romanticized version that our relationship should be everything. Our marriage should be all the things. And that's perfectly okay. It's okay that we want to do all the things, that we have multiple whys. And if in that case, we have to focus our energy on all the whys. We have to build the financial stability. We have to build the amazing family. We have to build the deep, intimate relationship. All of those things need our attention and focus if those are our whys. If some of those are not, then we need to focus on something else. So get clear within yourself. Why are you in the relationships that you're in? And you can look across your whole life and ask that question. Why are you in your marriage? Why are you in your relationships with your family, your siblings, your parents? Why are you in your relationships with different friends? What do you want out of those? Be clear yourself, because it gives you a compass for where to focus your direction. Now, here's the next challenging thing. When you have two people who are in a relationship with different whys, this is going to cause a conflict. One person's like, I'm in it for all the whys. And the other person's like, yeah, this is fine for now because we're still raising our kids. But the minute those kids are out of here, I'm out of here. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be where there are different expectations, and some are going to be unmet, and there's going to be disappointment. And usually it's because people are not brave enough to talk about their whys. They're not brave enough to say to each other, this is all I want out of this, or I want more out of this, or this is why I'm here. People just kind of keep it on the down low because they don't want to know the truth. They're afraid of the truth. But then when they come to me, all of a sudden we're dealing with this discord, this disconnect of two people who have different reasons that they're in a relationship. If someone's in it because they're like, this is familiar, this is easy, I don't have to do any work, that's a very different why than I want to give this my everything. I want to be as close as possible. So that's where you get into distances and silences and conflict and lack of intimacy and all those problems that show up in relationships. So you've got to get clear with yourself. Just ask yourself, why am I in this truly? Know your whys. Pour your energy into your whys. Don't focus on things that are not what you're in the relationship for. And be honest with the person you're in a relationship with. If you've got that friend who's always trying to dig and get this to be a deeper connection, and for you, it's just not a good match for that, you have to be honest with them, or else you're going to be dealing with their disappointment and their unmet expectations for this entire friendship. And ultimately, it's going to fall apart anyway. It might as well have some honesty in it, some truth in it, and then you guys can decide if it's a go forward or not. So know your why, be really honest with yourself so that the conflict isn't from within you, and be honest with the people around you. And it's really important that we have support in our lives. It's important that we have places to go where it's filled with people that don't necessarily know every detail of your life, don't have an agenda for your life. We'll meet you with acceptance, we'll meet you with love and support, with warmth, with community. And if you don't have that, and you know that you would really benefit from it, make sure that you hop over to Facebook and join my free group there, Remarkable Relationships with Stacy, where we provide that kind of atmosphere, because you really deserve a place to figure out how to answer these questions in the safest environment possible. So we'd love to welcome you. And aside from that, I just wish you all the best. See you next time.